Warning, do not eat while watching this video, you may choke.
Do you want this? When you can have this.
This video will show you how to tell if your Airbus A300 and A310 pilot is lazy and skilled, not flying enough and using the autopilot too much.
This is an A300.
This is an A310, also known as the A310.
Now, let's head to the flight deck to see how pilots don't keep you safe.
Take off. The pilot is building up the engine power of the powerful CF6 engines for takeoff on this large and heavy plane.
Now let's see how much the pilot will actually fly. These are the autopilot switches. If one of them or both is up, it means the autopilot is on. Autopilot on.
The pilot is not flying anymore, only letting the computer fly. How can they practice their flying skills then? And passengers, when the fasten seat belt signs are off, the plane is flying high, and the plane becomes more difficult to control, if your pilots don't practice how to fly high, not to mention at low heights. How will they have the skills to keep the plane stable if something goes wrong?
Now, let us talk about the landing. This is the part where pilot skill is really needed. Is your pilot really in control of the plane at this time, or just using the autopilot to fly the plane? Now you can see that the autopilot is still on. When the autopilot is off, the switches will come down, and there will be a ringing noise. If the pilot turns off the autopilot late, as they will in this video, their brains will not have enough time to warm up, so they are not fully ready. Autopilot off.
As you can see, pilots who trust autopilot too much have a problem in controlling the plane well, not to mention the problem with the landing. You might say, at least we lived. Now let's see what happens in bad weather with a broken autopilot in an airline that forces pilots to be on time, no matter what.
It's extremely windy and rainy outside, and the autopilot cannot track the radio signals down to land. So now the unskilled pilot has to land. The pilot who knows they can't land will try to land at another airport. However, this pilot will continue on for this airport anyway. Low skill combined with fatigue is a bad match, and it is what the pilot in this video have. Let's see if the pilot can land the plane safely. Because pilots who rely on the autopilot allow the plane to get to dangerous ways of flying much more easily than skilled pilots.
We're about to hit the water.
Don't sink. Sink rate. Don't think. Don't think. Think rate. Pull up.
Before your flight, search on YouTube for cockpit videos of the airline and type of plane you are flying with. This is an example on how to search for cockpit videos. If the pilot in the video does not fly much and uses the autopilot too much, you should consider another airline. For your sake, and that of your loved ones.